The following is a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network.
Satter wants the ball. He's going to maybe tee it up for 11-3. He got it! 11 three-pointers for Ty Satter. It's unbelievable.
Here comes the Fusion the other way. Nice ball in towards Kamai. Kamai able to set it down. Kamai beating the keeper. Shot on the way, and Kamai scores. 1-0 for the Fusion. And it's
1-2 pitch. Line shot up the middle. One run will score. Deer rounding third. He's coming to the plate. Actually,
Verwest, they center in front. Scarborough down low, loose in front, in for a goal. South Shaley gets the first goal of this East Region title.
Let's turn things over to the broadcast booth. The pregame show starts now.
All right, welcome back. It's a state qualifier semi is how we can put that one. If Kindred would have won the last game, then the winner of this game would be guaranteed a shot to state. But now, the winner of this game is going to have to battle one more additional game to try and get to the state tournament, as the winner of this one will play the West Fargo Vets in a game scheduled at 4 p.m. This game's scheduled for 1:30. We're about 2 minutes behind schedule, but as you can see, the umpires are at the plate, exchanging lineups, meeting with the coaches, all that good stuff, and we got the starting lineups just ahead. Let's go ahead and take a look at the tournament stats up to this point. And 3 runs in the first game, 8 strikeouts, 8 walks, 6 hits, 1 error, and 17 left on base. And we redid the math to make sure that those totals were correct, because there was a couple columns that were not correct. So we redid the math, and now the numbers you see there are indeed correct after 12 games. Let's put up these two teams side by side here. So both teams are 2-1 in tournament play. The Astros have struck out 20 batters from their pitching staff. They've outscored their opponents 16-9. They come in 8th overall in the tournament. And Devils Lake, pretty similar, 2-1. They've struck out 16, so 4 fewer than the Astros. They've scored 2 more runs than the Astros have in this tournament, and they've allowed 1 less run than the Astros have in this tournament, outscoring their opponents 18-8. They come in 7th ranked overall. So it should be a good matchup here, and Fargo Post 400 has been playing very well in this tournament. So don't let that 8th rank fool you here. This should be a good game, and to tell you, if you were to ask me who's going to win this game, I would say it's a coin flip. If I flip the coin 10 times, whichever one it landed on the most would be the one I would go with, I guess. I really can't say who is the favorite in this game. I think these two teams match up pretty well. Of course, as I mentioned, Fargo Post 400 been playing well in this tournament. So has Devils Lake. They put a pounding to Kindred. Whether or not Kindred put in that much effort in that game is never going to be known for sure. But then they played Castleton, who did put in a bunch of effort. And even though it looked like Castleton was going to walk away with that, Devils Lake came back and made it interesting in the 7th inning. And they fell 5-4 to Castleton, but they were down 5-0 going into that 7th inning. So I think the keys to the game here for the Astros is to get that early edge, but that's the same key to the game for Devils Lake here, because if you can get the Astros playing from behind, that's going to play in your favor a little bit. So, like I said, these two teams are evenly matched up. I wouldn't expect a one-sided win in this one. I would think that this one's probably going to be like a 2 or 3 run difference in the final score here. But we'll see if I'm right or if I'm way off. I guess we'll find out here sooner than later. We'll take a look at the schedule here to show you the updated standings here. So the West Fargo Vets will await the winner of this game, and that'll be a state qualifier. Kindred with the loss automatically takes the 4th seed. So it's down to the West Fargo Vets, Devils Lake Storm, and Fargo Post 400 Astros to battle for that final number 3 seed that's available. And then Wahpeton and Castleton will battle it out for the 1-2 seed at 6:30 tonight. An update from the East. Watford City has defeated Mandan 12-5 in the state qualifier. Let's pull up the Legion standings here, and let me click a button here really quick to make this a little bit easier. Okay, So you can see there the Legion standings. The top 5 teams are the Bismarck Senators, Dickinson Volunteers, Reps and Capitals tied at 12 and 6 for the 3-4 spot. Mandan was 5, Watford City was 6. So Watford City has secured a spot in the state tournament in Kindred with a 12-5 win over Mandan in a state qualifier. Bismarck and Dickinson will battle out in the West Championship game today for the 1-2 slot. So the only one that we are waiting on now is the outcome of the Bismarck Capitals Bismarck Reps game. One of those 2 teams will take the other state qualifier. So 3 of the 4 from the West are decided, 3 of the 4 from the East are decided, and we almost have our state tournament bracket filled out. We're going to take a commercial break. We'll be back in a moment here on Magnitude.
Bar 9 in West Fargo is your stop for that pregame lunch and for the postgame celebration. With over 30 TVs, you can catch your team anytime. We have a delicious food menu including wings, pizza, sandwiches, and more. Enjoy it inside or head on outside, day or night, to relax in the comfort of our updated outdoor patio. We also have slots, blackjack, pull tabs, and all gaming proceeds earned go to support West Fargo baseball. So catch your team's game tonight at Bar 9, 1405 Prairie Parkway in West Fargo.
Fargo Post 400 Baseball wishes the Stars, Astros, and Comets the best of luck in this year's tournaments. All right, welcome back. That's Gage Meyer on the mound here for Dickinson. He's warming up, tossing him into the mid of Trace and Beck. You got Parker Brodina at first, Ben Larson at second, Mason Palmer the shortstop, Jackson Baith over at third. And then the outfield, it's Bo Brodina in left, Parker Swanson in right, and Caleb Schneider in straightaway center field. Your batting lineup for the Fargo Post 400 Astros. The Astros, the visitors, of course, and Devils Lake will be the home team on the scoreboard. I'm hitting the wrong button here. For the Astros, batting 1-2-3 is left fielder Alex Christofferson, third baseman Ashton Renas, and catcher Caden Neuarth. Middle of the order, 4-5-6, first baseman Gus Wirameyer, center fielder Kane Mathiasen, and starting pitcher Chase Lura. The bottom of the order, 7-8-9, second baseman Colston Sen, shortstop Kate Olhauser, and right fielder Ethan Dahl. The reserves for the Astros, Gavin Driska, Josh Tandesky, Joe Gould, Jackson Sturma, Jack Gold, and Brady Hecker. And the reserves for Devils Lake, Foston Olson, Gage Dreisen, Max Palmer, Hunter Remick, and Riley Brenogale. Those are your reserves for Devils Lake. And we're ready to go here in the top of the first. We're only about 10 minutes behind schedule here. This game's scheduled for 1:30. It's now 1:39. We'll see if this pitch comes in at 1:39 or 1:40, and they'll tell us our exact delay here. It's going to come in at 1:40, and it's in for strike one. As out to Alex Christofferson. Christofferson with a hit to left, a pair of flyouts to right, a pop out to the second baseman, a pair of ground outs to short, and reached base on an error on 2 occasions, and reached base on a fielder's choice on 1 occasion here in this tournament. 1 ball, 1 strike now here to Alex Christofferson. And that one will hit him. And a runner on base here for the Astros.
Third baseman number 11, Ashton Renas.
And now Ashton Renas will come up to the plate. And that one's high for a ball. Ashton Renas had a ground rule double in yesterday's game to left field. He has another hit to left center, a fly out to center, a couple of pop outs to second, 1 to short, a ground out to second, and a ground out to the pitcher, and a sac bunt. And reached on an error on 1 time as well. That's based on the 3 games that they've played in this tournament so far. 1-1 now here to Ashton Renas. And inside, ball 2. Both of these teams, 2 wins and a loss in this tournament. Devils Lake pitchers have punched out 16 batters in those 3 games. That one's popped up. This one might go to Ben Larson, and it will. He'll make the catch for out number 1. So Christofferson sticks around on first, and now bring up Caden Newhart now after the pop-up by Renas. Strike is called. Caden Newhart has a pair of hits to left, a hit to left center. Reached on an error, ground out to short, and a pair of flyouts to right. And that one's fouled off for strike 1. I'm sorry, strike 2. Previous pitch was a strike, and now the fouled away pitch. Here's the 0-2. That one will miss. Ball 1. Gus Wiermeyer waits on deck. 1 out, runner on. Alex Christofferson on first. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And that one's going to pop away, and Christofferson will stay put on first. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Tying in, and it's a full count now here to Newhart. And a strikeout. Out number 2, and the throw to second is not in time. He's safe. He'll officially steal second base.
Number 19, Gus Wiermeyer.
So 2 outs, runner on second. Gus Wiermeyer now has 3 hits to right, 1 hit to left, an infield single, a fly out to left, a fly out to center, a pop out to the first baseman, and reach base on an error. Takes strike 1 here. Comes inside to even up the count, and a ball and a strike. Once again on second base is Alex Christofferson. We're 6 minutes into the ball game. Gage Meyer now on pitch 16. 8 balls and 7 strikes on the first 15 tosses for Meyer. And the 1-1 delivery outside, 2-1. As the wind starts to pick up a little bit here, blowing into the press box, and thankfully my papers are on a clipboard right now. 2-1. And that one is going to go foul. So full count now here to Gus Wiermeyer. Kane Mathiasen awaits on deck here. Outside, ball 4, walks him. Kane Mathiasen, fly out to left, a single to left, a sac fly to center, fly out to right. Reach base on a fielder's choice, had an infield single on a bunt, and also grounded out to the pitcher in this tournament. So 2 runners on. Christofferson second, Wurmeyer first. And that one's going, and it's a base hit to center field. Rounding third is Alex Christofferson. He scores, and the Astros strike first. It's a 1-run single for Mathiasen to right center field, moving Wurmeyer to second. A hit and a run on 2 outs, and that'll bring up Chase Lura, the pitcher. And it'll also bring out the coach to the mound here for the Devils Lake Storm. It's a quick visit.
Now batting for the Astros, the pitcher number 13, Chase Lura.
And that one's pushed foul off to the first base side. Strike 1 to Lura. 2 runners on, 2 outs. And that one will just miss to the outside, ball 1. Once again, Wurmeyer on second, Kane Mathiasen on first now, and the pitch. That one going to right, and it's pushed foul again. It's good for strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And that one falls in a little bit low to even up the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fouled away, ball, fouled away, and a ball to bring us to the 2-2 count. 2s across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on. Meyer will set and deliver. Got the edge, and that will be a strikeout, and that will end the inning.
After a half inning of play, Fargo Post 400, the Astros with
1 run on 1 hit, and they leave 2 stranded on base.
Devils Lake Storm coming to bat.
And due up here for Devils Lake will be Mason Palmer, along with Caleb Schneider and Parker Swanson, your first 3 batters. Chase Lura on the mound when we return after this here on Magnitude Sports.
Bar 9 in West Fargo is your stop for that pregame lunch and for the postgame celebration. With over 30 TVs, you can catch your team anytime. We have a delicious food menu including wings, pizza, sandwiches, and more. Enjoy it inside or head on outside, day or night, to relax in the comfort of our updated outdoor patio. We also have slots, blackjack, pull tabs, and all gaming proceeds earned go to support West Fargo baseball. So catch your team's game tonight at Bar 9, 1405 Prairie Parkway in West Fargo.
Fargo Post 400 Baseball wishes the Stars, Astros, and Comets the best of luck in this year's tournaments. All right, welcome back. It's Chase Lura warming up on the mound here for Fargo Post 400. Caden Newharth is the catcher. And if we go around the bases, you have Gus Wurmeyer at first, Colston Sen at second, Kate Olhauser, the shortstop, Ashton Arenas at third. In the outfield for the Astros is Kane Mathiasen in center, Alex Christofferson in left, and Ethan Dahl in right. We're 12 minutes into the game, and the Astros have a run on a hit, and they've left 2 on base as they went down on a strikeout to end the inning. And once again, it'll be Mason Palmer who will lead things off here for Devils Lake, and we'll also see Caleb Schneider and Parker Swanson this inning as well. The rest of the batting lineup here for Devils Lake includes Jackson Baith, Bo Brodina, and Parker Brodina at 4, 5, and 6. Simon Beach, Trayson Beck, and Ben Larson at 7, 8, and 9. Mason Palmer has a pair of hits, one to center, one to right. He has a fly out to center. He has one ground out to short and a line drive out to short. Two ground outs to second, and he reached base on an error and he reached base on a fielder's choice in this tournament. He'll take that pitch for a strike, and it's a quick 1-1 count now here to Mason Palmer. And there's strike 2. Both of these teams playing that extra game, so the team that has the more depth in pitching will likely have the advantage here. And this is a hard hit ball to Colston Sen. He'll pick it up, fire it over, 4-3 ground out, and that's out number 1. Caleb Schneider will be the batter now. Schneider with a hit to right, a hit to left center. Reached on a fielder's choice. Ground out to third, ground out to short. 2 pop outs to the second baseman, a fly out to center, and a fly out to left in this tournament. Pitches outside for a ball, 1-0. Lure on 5 pitches, 2 balls, 3 strikes, and this one will be fouled away for strike number 4 on pitch 6. And it's 1-1. Once again, Parker Swanson on deck. We'll also see Jackson Baith descending as well. And that one is pushed up and going. Can they get to it? No, they cannot get to it. He tried to go out of the park to get to it and decided to stop. He ran into the fence, and it was the part of the fence where the door was at, and the door came open even though it was latched securely, or at least in theory it was latched securely. So the fouled away pitch will put strike 2 onto the board. And did he check his swing? The first base umpire says no, he doesn't. The close-up camera may have a dispute with that. So ball 2. That one's outside. That's ball 3. Once again, that wind picking up here. It was not this even close to this windy in game 1 of the day. And that one's fouled off. We'll stay at 3-2. 1 out, no runners on. Parker Swanson awaits on deck. And that one's popped up and fouled back, and he's fouled off 3 of the last 5 in the last 2 in a row. Ball, strike, foul, ball, ball, foul, foul. And that one will go into dirt for ball 4, and they'll put him on. Brings up Parker Swanson. Parker Swanson's had a pretty decent tournament.
Fielder number 24, Parker Swanson.
He grounded out to third. He reached on a fielder's choice, and he reached on an error. He also has an infield bunt hit. He has an infield hit to towards short, and an infield hit towards second, and 2 hits to center field, and 1 hit to left center field. So count them up: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's 6 for 8. Check that. 6 for 9, according to his spray chart. Pickoff attempt there at first on Caleb Schneider, and he's back in time. So runner on with 1 out and an 0-1 count here to Swanson. And a little high, ball 1. And that one is inside. The runner will go, and he'll make it to second, no problem. And it's ball 2 as Schneider takes second. Lura will look back at second. Wine deliver the 2-1, and that one's popped up and fouled away right up onto the rooftop here of our press box. And that makes it a 2-2 count. And he just missed the strike zone there, and that'll fill up the count at 3-2. He was going for that lower outer edge. He might have had the elevation, but it was just a little outside. It was right at the lower edge of the strike zone if he did have it. Full count payoff pitch. And a little high, and that walks him. That puts runners on first and second. As Parker Swanson will stroll up, and Jackson Baith will come to the plate. 2 ground outs to third, 2 ground outs to second, a ground out to the pitcher, reach base on an error, a hit to left center, and a fly out to center field. And a visit to the mound here for Fargo Post 400. This visit to the mound for the Fargo Post 400 Astros is presented to you by the Marsh McLennan Agency of Fargo. You can check out their website at marshmma.com to learn about the services they can provide for you in the Fargo, West Fargo, Moorhead, and surrounding area. Once again, this visit to the mound for the Fargo Post 400 Astros has been presented to you by the Marsh McLennan Agency of Fargo. I just mentioned all the spray chart analysis for Jackson Baith, and he'll step up to the plate now here with 2 teammates on first and second with 1 out. And he's going to go deep to left, all the way back to left, and it is over the wall for a 3-run home run. Now bring us to our next batter here, and that is Bo Brodina. So,
number 11, Bo Brodina.
We'll add another run here. For some reason, it only added 2 runs on that. That is the 4th home run of the tournament, and all 4 have happened today or yesterday. We had none on the first 2 days of the tournament. That pitch is up a little high for a ball, and it's 2-1 now here to Bo Brodina. Bo Brodina has 2 bunt singles towards first base. Sac fly to center, fly out to center, a fly out to the shortstop in left center, and a fly out to right field and a ground out to second on his spray chart in the tournament here. 2-2 the count now. And this one we hit out towards Colston Sen, and it'll actually be Wurremeyer who grabs it and runs to the bag to step on first base to apply the second out.
First baseman, number 14, Parker Brodina.
Parker Brodina the batter now. Strike 1. Brodina with a hit to shallow left, a hit to right, a couple of ground outs to second, pop out to the first baseman, and reached on an error in this tournament as well. Swing and a miss, strike 2 there for Parker Brodina. And tip foul caught. That's a strikeout, and that's out number 3. One strikeout for Chase Lure on the Gordy's Travel Plaza strikeout counter. And we need to fix that there because for some reason it shows they scored 4 runs when they didn't. So right here, we're going to fix that and we'll be back in a moment. A 3-run home run by Jackson Baith is the difference in this one so far. And caught foul tip to end the inning. Colston Sen, Kate Olhauser, Ethan Dahl. Batters 7, 8, and 9 when we return after this. Stay tuned. All right, welcome back. Colston Sen is the batter. And he'll go too far on that one, and it's going to be strike 1. Sen with a hit to left, a hit to right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pop outs to the second baseman, 1 pop out to the shortstop, and 1 fly out to left center field here in this tournament. The 0-2 is outside. Sends it out there. Seeing if Sen might chase after it, and he didn't. So that's a pitch they can afford to miss on. 1 and 2. And that one's going towards right. Nice job there by Ben Larson as he had to make that catch on the back pedal run. And
The shortstop, number 9.
That's out number 1. And a strike is thrown there. So once again, Colston Sen, in some form or fashion, pops out, flies out to a second baseman. That puts him out for the 8th time in this tournament. And that one's out for a ball. Now it's 3-1. Kate Olhauser, the batter. He's only been to the plate a couple times in this tournament. He has a hit to center, reached base on a fielder's choice, and grounded out to second. This is his 5th plate appearance of the tournament. And he'll walk on his 5th plate appearance.
The right fielder, number 8, Ethan Dahl.
And Ethan Dahl will step up to the plate now here for the Astros. Down 3-1. They scored first, but then Devils Lake responded with a 3-run homer to left field. The 3rd home run sent to left center. Almost the 4th. If you missed the game between Kindred and, as time is called here, if you missed the game between Kindred and the West Fargo Vets, center fielder for West Fargo jumped up over the wall and robbed Bryce Whipple of what would have been a 2-run home run. Probably one of the top 2 plays of the tournament so far. Odds high, and we're even at a ball and a strike. Ethan Dahl, pair of hits to left, a hit to right. Ground out to the pitcher, pop out to second, pop out to first, a fly out to left, and reached on a fielder's choice. And ball 2. There's ball 3. So it's 3-1. Once again, Kate Olhauser is the runner on first for the Astros. 1 away. 3 balls and a strike with the top of the order. Alex Christofferson on deck. Meyer sets and delivers, and that one is ripped foul for strike 2. Swing and a miss. He got him. That's out number 2.
Back to the top of the order for the Astros, left fielder number 6, Alex Christofferson.
Number 2 of the inning, number 3 of the game for Gage Meyer on the Gordy's Travel Plaza strikeout counter. Christofferson reached base via hit by a pitch last time. It took 40 pitches for Meyer to go through the first 9 batters for the Astros. And now there's 2 outs, and this one's going to be a grounder towards second. Larson picks it up. Parker Burdina has it on the other side to retire the Astros as they strand 1 on base, and we go to the middle of the second. And on your Red Baron line score, it is the Devils Lake Storm 3 and the Fargo Post 400 Astros 1. And the Storm will bring up to bat batters 7, 8, 9. Simon Beach, Trayson Beck, and Ben Larson will return after the break. You're on Magnitude Sports. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Doolittle's Wood-Fired Grill is an experience that ignites your senses, featuring wood-fired rotisserie cooking. Grilling meat over an open flame creates that savory wood-roasted flavor, while the rotisserie rotation results in juicy and succulent meats. Doolittle's even has an outdoor fire pit that creates a relaxing setting to wine and dine for any occasion. Visit DoolittlesRestaurants.com for a full menu or to make a reservation. Doolittle's Wood-Fire Grill, 2112 25th Street South in Fargo, or call ahead at 701-478-2200.
All right, welcome back. 3-1 Devils Lake on the Proceed scoreboard here in the bottom of the second. Simon Beach will be the leadoff batter here as Chase Lura continues to get a couple more warm-up tosses here going into the home half of the second. Once again, Devils Lake, the home team in the first base dugout. Fargo Post 400 Astros, the visiting team in the third base dugout. Simon Beach has 2 hits to left center, a line drive into a double play to the shortstop, and a deep fly out to center field on his plate appearances here in this tournament. And that one fouled right back and into your TV screen for strike 1. That one's a little bit low for a ball. Even at a ball and a strike, now 1-1. Beach with a one-hopper to third. Renus picks it up. He fires it over to Wurmeyer, and that's out 1. 5-3 ground out for the first out of the bottom of the second.
Number 15, Trayson Beck.
And now Trayson Beck will step up to the plate here. strike is called. Trayson Beck hit to center, hit to right, a hit to shallow center, an infield hit, reached on an error, ground out to third, ground out to short, now fly out to first, and now a fouled away pitch here to make it a 1-2 count. And that pitch will be low for ball 2. Jams him up on the inside and strikes him out.
Second baseman, number 7, Ben Larson.
So that's out number 2, and the second strikeout for Chase Lure on the Gordy's Travel Plaza strikeout counter. And Ben Larson now. A pair of flyouts to center field. They pop out to the pitcher, reach base on an error, reach base on a fielder's choice. Had an infield hit and a shallow center field hit in this tournament. Now he pushes this one off into foul territory, and the catch is made by Gus Wurmeyer, and that retires Devils Lake here in the second inning of play. Ashton Renas, Caden Newhart, and Gus Wurmeyer, they're the batters due up. Gage Meyer with pitch 42. When we return after this, we're 35 minutes into the ball game, and it's 3-1 Devils Lake after 2 complete. We're back in a moment here on Magnitude Sports.
Gordy's Travel Plaza continues to improve products and services. Now open is the Beer Cave with wines and spirits. Pick up a fresh-made Sandy's donut along with the fresh bean-to-cup coffee or espresso. How about our tasty popcorn with warm butter on top, or cool down with the all-new Fresh Blend shakes, smoothies, frappes, frazzles, and more. Now open is Champ's Chicken, Hangar 54 Pizza, and Hot Mex Express. We are excited for you to try out the all-new items at Gordy's Travel Plaza in Castleton, serving Castleton and the surrounding communities for over 55 years.
I kind of wonder where to even begin about what I love about Touchmark. It's everything. It's the time with the residents. It's my team. I work with wonderful individuals every single day. I love the people, and my job is to connect with them, and that's a pretty great job to have, that you get to make genuine, real connections with our residents and our team members. It's just the overall community. That is Touchmark. That's what I love.
Your full life happens here at Touchmark.
Welcome back here to Haymaker Stadium. We're heading to the top of the third. I'm sorry, we're going to the
baseman, number 11, Ashton Renas.
Yeah, top of the third. I thought I heard someone say bottom of the third, but we're in the top of the third. Ashton Renas pop out to the second baseman last time he was at the plate, and he'll get a base hit into right field. And Renas is on with a one pitch single to right.
14, Caden Newhart.
Second hit of the game. And now Caden Newhart will step up to the plate. He went down looking on strikes last time he was at the plate. So a leadoff single here for the Astros. And the pitch. And he'll foul it off for strike one. Gus Wurmeyer is the fourth batter on deck. And we'll see Gus for sure. We'll see if we get to batter 5, which would be Kane Mathiasen, or not. Runner on first is Renas. Nobody out. 0-1 count. Meyer sets and delivers. And dumped it in a little bit low. And we're even at a ball and a strike. 1-1. Runs outside, and a nice grab there by Trayson Beck as that one nearly got away from him, and that would have put Renus on second with no problem. But Renus will stay at first as a result of that nice grab there by Trayson Beck. And now it's 3-1. And he'll walk him. That puts 2 runners on now. And brings up Gus Weremeyer, who was walked last time he was at the plate.
Gus Weremeyer.
We'll have a courtesy runner at, it's going to be Brady Hecker.
Brady Hecker, courtesy running for the catcher Newhart at first for the Astros.
And now we have a visit to the mound here for Devil's Lake. And that will do it for Gage Meyer. I have him down for 47 pitches, 25 balls, and 22 strikes. Gave up 1 run on a pair of hits. He'll be responsible for the 2 runners on base should they come in and score. And he's stranded 3 more Astros runners on base in 2 innings of work. Since he did not record an out here in the 3rd inning, he will only be credited for 2 innings of work, even though he started the 3rd. And the new pitcher here for Devil's Lake is going to be number 44, Simon Beach. Everybody else will stay in their same spots, as Simon Beach, I believe, was the DH. If I look at my lineup card here and just be sure that I'm not missaying that. Yeah, he was the DH. So he'll come in and pitch now. And the first batter he'll face is Gus Weremeyer, and Weremeyer was walked by Gage Meyer last time he was at the plate. So the Astros in a position here where, with nobody out and 2 on, where if they get another base hit, or maybe a bases loaded walk here, which is a little bit higher percentage with Simon Beach than it would have been with Gage Meyer. Statistically speaking, the new pitcher has a 80% chance of walking his first batter. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but that's the stats. So if that 80% stat comes true here for Gus Weremeyer, that would load the bases with nobody out, and then they would be in a position to tie this game. And the first pitch is high for a ball, 1-0. Kane Mathiasen waits on deck here. If no triple plays happen, we'll see him next. Swing and a miss. He went upstairs and chased it, paid the price. One. Swing and a miss, strike 2, and now Simon Beach looking to beat the odds here. He's up in the count 1-2. That one's fouled off. They'll stay at 1-2. That one is hit high to center. And making the grab there is Caleb Schneider. So that puts 1 down for the Astros.
Center fielder, number 5, Kane Mathiasen.
And we'll see if Coach sends a signal for Mathiasen to square up or not. No, he will not. He'll take the first pitch for a strike, though, and it's 0-1. Mathiasen 1 for 1. He has a single into right field in this game. And that one's going to be popped up, and it will be fair. And rounding third is Ashton Renas. And also rounding third is Brady Hecker. And the throw will not make it in time, and we have a tie ball game.
Now batting the pitcher, number 13, Chase Lura.
That'll be a base hit. They'll record that as a base hit on the official stat book. And that will put the lone runner on second base here in a tie ball game. And Kane, check that, Chase Lura, the batter now. Lura will pop it up. And it will be the shortstop making the catch for the out. So the second out is recorded
Second
here.
baseman, number 2, Colson Sim.
Colston Sen will send this one up. First baseman charging in. He makes the catch. They'll strand one, but we have a new ball game after 2.5. It is knotted up at 3-3 here between the Astros and the Storm. And due up for Devil's Lake will be Mason Palmer, Caleb Schneider, and Parker Swanson. It's the 1, 2, 3 top of the order batters for the Storm. 44 minutes in after 2.5 played on your Red Barons scoreboard line score. It's the Fargo Post 500 Astros 3 and the Devils Lake Storm 3. We're back in a moment here on Magnitude Sports. Stay tuned.
Hi, it's Dr. Tiffany Johnson from Healing Touch Chiropractic in West Fargo. What impact I want to make, how my office is different, how my niche is different. It is all about giving people hope and helping them believe that their bodies were made to heal.
Let me show you how your life can change through chiropractic at Healing Touch Chiropractic.
Welcome back. Mason Palmer's 0 for 1. He grounded out on a 4-3 to Colston Sen at second base on his last trip to the plate. We'll see if he can do one better this time around or not. Lura with pitch 34, and it's in for ball 1. And that one's fouled down the third base line, and now we'll even up the count at a ball and a strike. The 1-1 pitch. And this one drilled fair down the third base line. It hit the right side of the third base bag. And Alex Christopherson will pick it up, and Mason Palmer has himself a double on a nicely hit ball into left field.
Center fielder number 3, Caleb Schneider.
So Palmer will get rid of his batting glove equipment and retake second base, and now Lura will face Caleb Schneider, excuse me. Schneider 0 for 0. He was walked last time he was at the plate. And he'll show bunt. He'll bunt it right back to Chase Lura. Lura will fire it over to first. That will advance Palmer to third and record the first out. So the sacrifice bunt puts Devils Lake in a position to retake the lead.
Right fielder number 24, Parker Swanson.
Parker Swanson was also walked, and with one out, you could possibly see another bunt here. And he will not square up. That looked like it broke into the strike zone, but it must have just stayed out. One ball, no strike here to Parker Swanson. And the pitch. Here's a strike, 1-1. So one's across the board. One ball, one strike, one out, one runner on, and a 3-3 ball game here in the bottom of the third. 1-1 pitch. That one's a little bit low and hits the ground for ball 2. One bouncer to third. Renus will fire it over to Wiermeyer, and they got him. That's out number 2. Renus kind of holding on to it for a little bit, throwing it right at the last moment to keep Palmer at third and keep him from scoring. A smart play there by third baseman Ashton Renus. That records out number 2. And now Jackson Baith, who hit that 3-run home run last time he was up. We'll see if he can get a 2-run homer this time or not. He's 1 for 1 as a result of that home run to left field. And that one, I think the wind probably pushed that one out, if I'm being honest with you. And it's 2-0. And he tried to hit the edge and missed, and it's 3-0. So now he's going to have to battle back from a 3-0 count here against Jackson Baith. Bo Brodino waits on deck. And he'll walk him. So that puts runners on the corners with 2 outs.
11, Bo Brodino.
And they got him out on the steal at second. So Bo Brodina's plate appearance will continue in the bottom of the 4th. Jackson Baith is caught stealing. And that ends the inning. They strand 1 on base as a result. And we go now to the top of the 4th. And it's Kate Olhauser, Ethan Dahl, and Alex Christofferson. Batters 8-9-1 for the Astros. When we return after this here on Magnitude Sports. Stay tuned.
Buffalo Wild Wings isn't supposed to make a burger this good. Like, you might even forget we have wings good. So we threw in 6 boneless wings for $1 as a reminder. Buy any burger, get 6 boneless wings for $1. Only at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Abby says she wants to marry a B-Dubs honey barbecue wing. We get the sweet, tangy allure of honey barbecue sauce, but you can't marry a chicken wing. What are you going to serve at the wedding? Their family? 26 sauces and seasonings at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Welcome back. Cade Olhauser will lead it off here for the Astros in the top of the fourth. Simon Beach with pitch number 10 since he came in the top of the third. So he threw 9 pitches in the top of the third, and he's faced 2 full batters, and he inherited, I think he inherited his first batter from the previous pitcher, if I remember correctly. Maybe I'm wrong on that one. Let's just let that go. 1-1 here to Cade Olhauser. He was walked last time he was at the plate. That one is foul. So we're at a full count now, 3-2. And Olhauser will walk for the second time this game. Now bring up Ethan Dahl, who struck out Sweeney last time he was at the plate.
Ethan Dahl.
And he'll bunt. And it's placed nicely and up to first. He does not make it. His helmet falls off and Parker Brodina nearly trips over it. Nice enough to pick it up there for Ethan Dahl. Cade Olhauser will advance to second on the play.
Astros left fielder number 6, Alex Christofferson.
Christofferson now as we move back to the top of the order. So runner on second with 2 outs, or with 1 out, excuse me. And Christofferson will go to short. Palmer fires it over, and that's out number 2.
Third baseman number 11, Ashton Arenas.
Ashton Arenas will try and keep this inning going here for the Astros as they got a runner in scoring position and a opportunity to potentially take the lead if they can find themselves a base hit. That pitch is outside for a ball. It's 1-0. Arenas 1 for 2. Pop out to the second baseman and a single to right. The 1-0 pitch from Beach. That one's lifted up. And that will be caught there by Bo Brodina in left field, and they will strand one, and that will end the top of the fourth. Due up for Devil's Lake, 5, 6, 7 batters, Bo Brodina, Parker Brodina, and Simon Beach. Chase Luro, pitch 47. When we come back from the break here on Magnitude Sports. Be right back. Stay tuned.
You have options when it comes to purchasing your crop inputs. At Maple River Grain and Agronomy, it's our goal to provide our member owners with the best possible customer service from people that you know and trust who grew up around here and know what it takes to run a successful farming business year-round. The team at Maple River Grain and Agronomy can anticipate our customers' needs. They now serve the DGF and Barnesville communities, as well as Rothsay and Sabin, plus many other locations across North Dakota and Minnesota. Visit mrga.com today to learn more about Maple River Grain and Agronomy.
All right, welcome back. 3-3 after 3.5 on the Proceed scoreboard. 8 trio hits for the Astros, a pair hit for the Storm. Storm have committed 1 error. Fargo post for 100 is not. And 5 left on base for the Astros, 1 left on base for Devil's Lake. As Chase Lura will take his final warm-up pitch, and now stepping up to the plate is Bo Brodina. Brodina grounded out to second base. Yes, it was second base. I was thinking it was directly to first. But it was a 4-3 as I look back on my stats here. And ball 1. Is it slowing out? 22 balls, 25 strikes, 47 throws for Lura, according to my numbers. And that's ball 2. And that one's high for ball 3. So a quick 3-0 count here to Bo Brodina. And Chase Lura will have to find a way to battle back out of this one. And that's ball 4. It's a 4-pitch walk.
First baseman, number 14, Parker Brodina.
25 balls and 25 strikes on 50 pitches for Chase Lura at the 1-hour mark of the ball game. Parker Brodina, Lura was able to strike him out last time he stepped up to the plate. He went down swinging. And a strike is delivered there. So after 4 straight balls, he delivers a strike to Parker Brodina. And now he's strike 2. Thought for a moment he was gonna ask the first baseman for first base umpire for a second opinion, but that first base umpire never gave that opinion. Pickoff attempt, and Bo Brodina is back safely. Once again, it's Bo Brodina on first, Parker Brodina the batter. No balls, 2 strikes, an hour and 1 minute in. Once again, Brodina went down swinging last time he was at the plate. Runner goes, and he'll steal second, no problem, ball 1. And pitch a hair high, and it's 2-2. Trying to hit that edge, and some O's from Astros fans in attendance there, as they thought that could have potentially been strike 3. Full count now here. Bo Brodina on second. Can he strike him out again? Yes, he can. He'll get him looking this time, and that's out number 1. So he goes down swinging the first time, he goes down looking this time, and Simon Beach will step up to the plate. That's another strikeout on the Gordy's Travel Plaza strikeout counter for Chase Lura. And Simon Beach, 0 for 1, grounded out on a 5-3 to third base last time he was at the plate. 1 away, Bo Brodina standing on second in the pitch. And a hard hit ball towards Olhauser at short. To third, got him at third. They got the lead runner. And Simon Beach reaches on a fielder's choice as a result of the play. And Olhauser making a smart play at third to get that lead runner. books as a 6-5 tag out since the force out was not in play. 2 outs, runner on first. Simon Beach tracing back the batter now. Actually, they have a courtesy runner for Simon Beach. And that one's mishandled, and that'll be an error charged to the third baseman. And safe at third.
Second baseman, number 7,
See,
Ben Larson.
don't have a jersey number on him, so I'm not sure who they came. And now I can kind of, it looks like 13. Gage Dreisen is the courtesy runner. So an error charge to the Astros third baseman. And that could have been out number 3 had he fielded that correctly. And a strike is delivered there, and it's 0-2 now to Ben Larson, who popped out to the first baseman last time he was at the plate. Lura ended on pitch 61. Nice play by Cade Olhauser. He caught it on a dive going to his left. And it's been a tournament of shortstops. Almost all of the great plays in this tournament have been made by shortstops, and Cade Olhauser is certainly among them. He has been great this tournament for the Astros. That's a low line drive out, and Cade Olhauser dives to his left and snags it before it hits the ground. And that ends the 4th inning of play. 1 hour and 5 minutes. It's batters 3, 4, and 5 for the Astros. Caden Newhart, Gus Wermeyer, and Kane Mathiasen are the due-up batters. In the top of the 5th, when we return after this, knotted up at 3 after 4 on your Red Baron line score. We'll be right back after this.
Sweet Shots is Fargo's premier golf entertainment destination. Sweet Shots will host your birthday, bachelorette party, corporate events, date nights, or a night out with friends and family. Need help with your golf game? Visit with one of Sweet Shots' PGA teaching pros. Hungry? They have a full food and beverage menu too. Try your shot in one of 60 climate control hitting suites or one of 5 indoor full swing simulators that include golf, hockey, hunting, football, soccer, and zombie dodgeball. Make the trip to 3400 James Way South in Fargo or visit sweetshots.com for much more.
Buffalo Wild Wings isn't supposed to make a burger this good. Like, you might even forget we have wings good. So we threw in 6 boneless wings for $1 as a reminder. Buy any burger, get 6 boneless wings for $1. Only at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Welcome back. Caden Newhart is the batter to lead it off here for the Astros. Tie game, 3-3. Simon Beach will deliver his 20th pitch here in the top of the 5th since coming in the top of the 3rd. Here's the windup and the delivery of that pitch, and that one's sent to left field for a base hit. It'll be scooped up by Broberdina. He'll fire it back in, and that's a leadoff single here for the Astros. And Brady Hecker will come in and courtesy run. Strike is called. Wermeyer 0 for 1. He walked his first time up, and then he would fly out to deep center on his most recent trip to the plate. That one going foul to the third base side and out of play. Strike 2. Time is called. Everybody will touch up. Wermeyer will get a couple extra swings in. 1 hour and 8 minutes into the ball game now. 3-3. It's been 3-3 since the Astros tied it up in the top of the third. A base hit that finds its way, and maybe they'll charge an error, maybe they won't. I would lean yes on that.
Center fielder number 5, Kane Mathiasen.
After conferring with 3 sources, they're going to give him a hit. So runners on first and second now, and showing bunt, bunts it down the third base line, and he fails to pick it up, and everybody is safe. And now coming in from third is Brady Hecker, and he will score, and the Astros take the 1-run lead. So that will be an error. At least I would charge it as that. And we have a visit to the mound here. They still haven't applied a hit or an error to the scoreboard in the outfield. All right, it'll be Chase Lura. Runners on second and third. They do charge the error as expected. And the pitch is low and out for a ball, 1-0. Lura 0 for 2, struck out swinging, popped out to the shortstop on his 2 plate appearances so far. And since that 3-run homer back in the bottom of the first, the Astros have scored 3 unanswered and got all 3 of those runs lost on the 3-run homer back, and they now have a 4-3 lead. And a strike is delivered. It's 2-1. A base hit here would be huge for the Astros. That one's a little low for ball 3. Maybe some Devils Lake fans in attendance not quite agreeing with that one. 3-1. Swing and a miss, 3-2, and then if he would not have swung at that pitch, the bases would have been loaded. It definitely looked like it was going outside. Payoff pitch. Swung, hit foul. Nobody out, runners on second and third, and a big opportunity here for the Astros to get the edge. And that one's hit hard down the third baseline and foul. Colston Sen awaits on deck. And if we can reach that far into the lineup, we might see Cade Olhauser this inning as well. That's a base hit left field. That's going to bring in Gus Wurmeyer. And rounding third is Kane Mathiasen. And the throw home and the slide in, and the Astros score 2 more. It's a 2-run RBI single for Chase Lura to left field. Wurmeyer scores. Mathiasen beats the throw home.
Second baseman number 2, Colston Sen.
And the Astros have doubled up the storm here at 6-3. And Colston Sen now is the batter. Still nobody out and a runner on first. He's 0 for 2. He's popped out or grounded out in some form to the second baseman 8 times in this tournament, including 2 times in this game. I believe that came in for a ball, and it's 1-0. Yep, it did. Colston Sen will see that pitch come inside for ball 2. Don't be surprised here if Lura is given the signal to steal at some point here soon. Outside ball 3. And Colston Sen is up 3-0 here on Beach. He will not be swinging on this pitch. It'll either be ball 4 or strike 1. He will not be swinging on this pitch. And if I'm wrong, he was not swinging. It was ball 4. And I don't have to tell you what I was going to be willing to put up for grabs if I was wrong now. So, because I'm not wrong. And that puts 2 runners on base.
The shortstop,
with
number
the
9,
walk.
Cade Olhauser.
And Cade Olhauser has been to the plate twice. He's been walked both occasions. Nobody out. Runners on first and second. And it's a big inning here for the Astros. They've scored 3. And that bunt is foul. Strike 1. And Olhauser will likely square up again here. I think the ideal bunt would be somewhere down that first base line. And that's exactly where he's going to go. And he'll get thrown out, but the other 2 runners will advance to second and third.
Right fielder, number 8, Ethan Dahl.
Colston Sen to second, Chase Lure on third. That brings up Ethan Dahl, was 0 for 1. Struck out swinging and was thrown out on a sacrifice bunt. And a strike is called, it's 0-1. This is the 7th batter of the inning for the Astros. Swinging and a miss, strike 2. And check swing, and that's going to stay fair. And he'll throw it, and it's overthrown. And coming in from third is Chase Lura. That'll be an error. They're also going to send Colston Sen, and he'll come in and score, and it's 2 more for the Astros as Ethan Dahl reaches third on the error. On a check swing that should have been an easy out at first, Ethan Dahl takes third base.
For the Astros, left fielder, number 6, Alex Christofferson.
He gets third base on a pitch he didn't want to swing at. And this is Alex Christofferson now. The first pitch is up high for a ball. And it's 8-3 in favor of the post 400 Astros. Here on your Proceed scoreboard. And that one's inside and it actually hit him. So that puts runners on the corners now. And Ashton Renas. And we have a visit to the mound, and I don't blame that. I think it's time for the coach to come out and say a few words and try and settle down this team here. Ashton Renas is the 9th batter, so they've batted all 9 of their batters here in the top of the 5th. And so far, they've gotten 5 of those 9 across the plate. They have 1 out. We have a pitching change here for Devil's Lake as well. So 5 batters across the plate. 1 out for batter 6. Batters 7 and 8 are on first and third. And batter 9 is at the plate. It's Ashton Renas. All right, so the new pitcher here is Max Palmer for Devils Lake. He'll come in and try and put an end to this inning that has gone all wrong and for Devils Lake and all right for the post 400 Astros. We saw Devils Lake get down 5-0 to Castleton yesterday. They came back and scored 4 in the top of the 7th and had the tying run on second with 2 outs, but they weren't able to bring them in. So don't count Devils Lake out just yet. But they are down by 5, just like they were against Castleton yesterday. So Max Palmer will get a few more warm-up pitches here. No other changes defensively for Devils Lake. It's still Parker Brodina at first, Ben Larson second, Mason Palmer short, Jackson Baith at third, Bo Brodina in left, Caleb Schneider in center, Parker Swanson in right, Trayson Beck catching. So the only change is Max Palmer. And Simon Beach will be responsible for the runners on first and third should they come in and score before we can close the book on him. And let's double check our numbers here. I have 8 runs on 6 hits, 1 error committed by the Astros, and 5 left on base. And for Devils Lake, I have 3 runs on 2 hits, 3 errors committed, and 3 left on base. We need to give them 1 more error to make that accurate on your scoreboard there. There we go. Now the numbers on your screen are accurate. Ashton Renas takes the first pitch outside for a ball. He's 1 for 3, and that will allow Alex Christofferson to steal second. I didn't see him go. I was looking down at everything else when he left first base. We're at 1 hour and 20 minutes into the ball game, and that pitch will miss for ball 2. So now 2 more runners in scoring position here for the Astros. And a 2-0 count. And a strike will be called there. It's 2-1. Ball 3. Renas 1 for 3. He'd pop out to the second baseman, then he'd single to right, and then he would fly out to left field. And now he'll walk. And the bases are loaded once again for the Astros.
Number 14, Caden Newhart.
Bases are loaded once again for the Astros, and there's only 1 out. Ethan Dahl on third, Alex Christofferson on second, Ashton Renas on first. Caden Newhart, the batter, will go to the bases loaded camera. And that one's a hit, maybe? No, it's caught in left field, and everybody will stay put. That was a shallow fly out, and Bo Brodina had to angle it just right to make the catch.
First baseman number
That's
19,
out number 2.
Gus Weremeyer.
So the runners will stay put. Gus Weremeyer now 1 for 2 with a walk, fly out to center, and a single to left center. And they'll put Kane Mathiasen on deck if Weremeyer can reach base with no outs being recorded. And Max Palmer lost his footing. They're going to call a balk, and that'll bring in another run. An unfortunate balk there, and that'll free up first base. And it's now 9-3. He lifted his leg and then lost his balance and never completed the forward motion, and that is a foul ball down the first base side, and that is by definition a balk, even though he was not intending to balk there. Not that any pitcher ever really truly intends to balk, but that was just an unfortunate misstep there by Max Palmer. 1 ball, 1 strike now. Second and third after the balk. Christofferson to third, Ashton Renas on second. and the pitch is outside for ball 2. Once again, he walked, flied out to center, and singled just past the shortstop. And I thought he delivered a strike there, but I guess he didn't. Ball 3. And a hard hit ball to first. It's grabbed there by Parker Brodina. He'll step on the bag. That'll strand 2 runners. And we end a top of the 5th that Devils Lake wish would have never happened. It is 9-3 as the Astros get 6 across in the top of the 5th. And after 4.5 played on your Red Baron line score, it's the Fargo Post 400 Astros 9 and the Devils Lake Storm 3. We're back in a moment here on Magnitude Sports. Stay tuned.
It's Mike with Magnitude Sports. Check out this channel right here, Dakota Fins and Feathers Outdoors. It's owned and operated by a family in Bismarck, North Dakota that I've known for over 2 decades. Kids have grown up into fine young men, and during their high school careers, some of them even played games that were broadcast on Magnitude Sports. If you like hunting, fishing, general outdoor life, sunrise, sunset, everything hunting and fishing related, dogs, hunting dogs, they're the best. Then check out the channel and show them some love. Go to Fins and Feathers Outdoors. Subscribe to them today.
All right, welcome back. It's Mason Palmer who'll lead it off and try and get the Storm back into this game here. And he will get himself a deep fly ball to left, and it's caught. No, it did hit the ground. I thought he caught it. He caught it off the bounce.
Center fielder number 3, Caleb Schneider.
So it's a leadoff double for Mason Palmer. It's his second double of the game. He doubled down the third base line his last time at the plate. Strike is called there as Lura delivers strike 35 on his 63rd pitch. Schneider 0 for 0. He was walked and then thrown out on a sac bunt. Mason Palmer on second. They're going to try and pick him off, and he's back in time. Don't really have to flip to that other camera for that particular. Just a mental note to our cameraman. First or third, yes. Second, no. And that one is fouled off for strike number 2. And this one grounded out towards the shortstop. Picked up. Olhauser to Wurmeyer. Got it there in time. Out number 1.
Right fielder number 24, Parker Swanson.
Mason Palmer advances to third on the play. Parker Swanson, the batter now. 0 for 1. He was walked the first time he stepped up. He grounded out to third on his most recent trip to the plate. And that's a hit towards Ladd. Did he make the catch? Yes, he did. A diving catch by Alex Christofferson in left field. And the third base umpire said he caught it.
Third baseman number 12, Jackson Bates.
So Parker Swanson flies out on a diving catch by Christofferson in left. Palmer stays at third. Jackson Bates had the home run back in the bottom of the first to put the Devils Lake Storm up 3-1, and that's the last time they have scored in this game. Astros come back with 8 unanswered, and that one's foul down the third baseline. Bates was walked last time he stepped up to the plate. We're at 1 hour, 29 minutes, time of the game now. High, inside, ball 2. Three and one. Swing and a miss. 3-2. He was looking for a monster hit there. Bo Berdino waits on deck if Bates can reach base. And he will reach base. And there'll be runners on the corners on the walk. And now Bo Brodina is 0 for 1 with a ground out.
Bo Brodina.
Ground out directly to first, and then a walk his last time up. And coming in for Jackson Bates at first base is Riley Breno-Kale.
Riley Breno-Qualley, courtesy running at first.
Qualley, excuse me.
Storm.
Once again, runners on the corners. 3s across the board here in a way for Devils Lake. 3 runs, 3 hits, 3 errors, 3 left on base. And that's a high hit ball to right field. On the run, making the grab is Ethan Dahl. And that will end the 5th inning of play. They'll strand 2 on base. And we go to the end of the 5th. And the top of the 6th with the Astros. Looking to add to the 6 they added in the 5th. And a 9-3 lead. We're back in a moment here on Magnitude Sports. Stay tuned.
Sweet Shots is Fargo's premier golf entertainment destination. Sweet Shots will host your birthday, bachelorette party, corporate events, date nights, or night out with friends and family. Need help with your golf game? Visit with one of Sweet Shots' PGA teaching pros. Hungry? They have a full food and beverage menu too. Try your shot in one of 60 climate control hitting suites or one of 5 indoor full swing simulators that include golf, hockey, hunting, football, soccer, and zombie dodgeball. Make the trip to 3400 James Way South in Fargo or visit sweetshots.com for much more.
All right, welcome back. Top of the 6th. And Kane Mathiasen will lead it off here. And that ball float outside to Kane Mathiasen for ball 1. Mathiasen's 2 for 3 in this game. He had a single to right, then a double to left, then he reached base on an error charge to the shortstop. And a strike is delivered there, and they'll even up the count and a ball and a strike, 1-1. An hour and 33 minutes in. A 6-run advantage right now at the moment for the Astros. That one will pop away for ball 2. one's going to left, and it will be unplayable. Now wait just a moment there as that ball that was just fouled away was thrown back into the field of play by a young kid, maybe 3-4 years old. So we'll let him slide with that one. And this one's right up the middle. It's a diamond cutter, and it'll go right into center field for a base hit. And that puts Kane Mathiasen on board and brings up Chase Lura.
The pitcher, number 13, Chase Lura.
So nobody out. The 7th hit of the game here for the Astros. They have 9 runs to show for it. And that one will be fouled off. Lura 1 for 3, struck out swinging. Then he would single to left. No, I'm sorry. Then he would pop out to the shortstop, and then he would single to left. Swing and a miss. Runner goes to second, and he's in safely. For a moment there, it looked like Mathiasen may have rolled on his arm, but thankfully he appears to be okay. 2-strike count now here to Chase Lura. And the pitch. And that will hit him. Or, no, I guess it didn't hit him. Thought I heard it hit something. Maybe it was the Trayson's back glove.
Second baseman,
One
number
out.
2, Colston Sim.
Going to the books as strikeout looking. Could have swore it hit him. But the umpire is a lot closer than I am, so I'll trust his call on that. There's a strike. Easily seen from up here. Colston Sen was walked last time. Previous 2 trips to the plate, he'd pop out to the second baseman. That one will bounce away. Mathiasen to third. The throw will not be made. And we'll record that as an advancement on a wild pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike. And this one popped up, fouled away, and out of play. Ooh, little extracurricular activity out there between those 2 young gentlemen. One pitch. I'm sorry, that was the 1-2 pitch, and that'll get away. And now coming home is Kane Mathiasen, and it's 10-3 in favor of the Astros. And we're in the top of the 6th, and that may have been the dagger right there. If the dagger has not already been delivered, that may have been it right there. And now it is a fly ball to left, and he makes the catch for out number 2.
Shortstop, number 9, Cade Olhauser.
Cade Olhauser now with nobody on base and 2 away, and a 7-run advantage here for the Astros at the 1 hour, 37-minute mark of the game. Olhauser, first 2 trips to the plate, he was walked both times, then he would reach base on a sac bunt. Let me look at, I think he reached base on the sac bunt. No, he was thrown out on the sac bunt. Somebody reached base on a sac bunt attempt. But that would go into the books as just a bunt and a hit. So 1 and 2 now the count. And that one's popped up, and racing back is the second baseman, and he'll make the grab. Ben Larson, nice job by him there to record that third out. So that takes care of the top of the 6th. They get one more across on a wild pitch, and they now take a 7-run lead into the bottom of the 6th. And the Storm are down to their final 6 outs, and they need 7 runs. We'll see how many of those 7 they can get back here in the bottom of the 6th when we return after this here on the Magnitude Sports Network. Stay tuned.
Hi, it's Dr. Tiffany Johnson from Healing Touch Chiropractic in West Fargo. What impact I want to make, how my office is different, how my niche is different. It is all about giving people hope and helping them believe that their bodies were made to heal.
Let me show you how your life can change through chiropractic at Healing Touch Chiropractic.
Hey, it's Mike with Magnitude Sports. Check out this channel right here, Dakota Fins and Feathers Outdoors. It's owned and operated by a family in Bismarck, North Dakota that I've known for over 2 decades. Kids have grown up into fine young men, and during their high school careers, some of them even played games that were broadcasted on Magnitude Sports. If you like hunting, fishing, general outdoor life, sunrise, sunset, everything hunting and fishing related, dogs, hunting dogs, they're the best. Then check out the channel and show them some love. Go to Fins and Feathers Outdoors. Subscribe to them today. Fargo Post 400 Baseball wishes the Stars, Astros, and Comets the best of luck in this year's tournaments.
All right, welcome back. Parker Brodina is the batter to lead it off here in the bottom of the 6th for the Devils Lake Storm. He's been to the plate twice. He went down swinging the first time. He went out looking the second time on strikes on both occasions. And he'll look to bounce back from that 0-2 start of this game. And looks like we have some discussion here between the Devils Lake coach and the umpires. Not sure if they're making a defensive change possibly, or I didn't see anybody come in during the commercial break. That doesn't mean they didn't, though. It does look like they're going through a lineup card from what I can see. And unless they're making a change on Parker here, I would assume that change is possibly coming later.
Number 14, Parker Brodina.
And a grounder to short. Ohlhauser picks it up, fires it over. 6-3, 1 out on 1 pitch.
Designated hitter number 44, Simon Beach.
You may have heard it. Simon Beach will be the next batter here for Devils Lake. He's 0 for 2, grounded out to third, reached on a fielder's choice where they got the lead runner at third out. He was on second going to third, and that resulted in good things for the Astros. And that one's hit well to left field, and another nice catch by Alex Christopherson. Didn't quite have to dive for that one, but he did kind of have to reach and
The
stretch
catcher
for
number
it.
15, Trayson Beck.
So 2 pitches and 2 outs. That's pretty decent efficiency there, if you ask me. Trayson Beck 0 for 2, struck out swinging, reached on an error charge to the third baseman. The only error of the game so far here for the Astros. And a strike is delivered by Lura there. And that is 76 pitches according to my counts. And my counts are usually off by 1 or 2. 0-1. And a hard hit ball to third, picked up by Renus. Over to Wurmeyer. The pick is made, and it's a 4-pitch inning for Chase Lura.
And after 6 complete, your score. Fargo Post 400, the Astros 10. Devils Lake Storm 3. Let's go to the 7th inning.
Astros will look to add some extra insurance to their 7-run advantage heading into the 7th inning of play. We'll be back in a moment here on Magnitude Sports. Stay tuned.
Boston Pizza harnessed Fanalytics to help optimize no-look dipping. Ooh, making adjustments so you can stay focused on the game. The playoffs at Boston Pizza, powered by Fanalytics.
At Boston's, we make crowd pleasers. Like this.
Yes.
Woo! And these.
So good!
And definitely this.
I love you! Woo!
Stop by or book your catering order online and we'll make you a fan.
Bar 9 in West Fargo is your stop for that pregame lunch and for the postgame celebration. With over 30 TVs, you can catch your team anytime. We have a delicious food menu including wings, pizza, sandwiches, and more. Enjoy it inside or head on outside, day or night, to relax in the comfort of our updated outdoor patio. We also have slots, blackjack, pull tabs, and all gaming proceeds earned go to support West Fargo baseball. So catch your team's game tonight at Bar 9, 1405 Prairie Parkway in West Fargo.
All right, welcome back. And the first pitch here is a hit into center field for Ethan Dahl. And he's on with a leadoff single. And how many times have I said leadoff single or double for the Astros in this game?
Astros, left fielder number 6, Alex Christopherson.
Takes the first pitch, grounds it into center. Alex Christopherson has returned to the top of the order. Hit by a pitch, a ground out to second, a ground out to third, and hit by a pitch again. And now he steps up to the plate for the 5th time. New pitcher on the mound is Jackson Baith. And a swing and a miss there for a strike. Ben Larson's the new third baseman. I'm still trying to pinpoint the new second baseman for Devils Lake. Ben Larson playing up a little bit on third there and anticipating a possible bunt. 1 ball, 1 strike. And that pitch is high and in for ball 2. And that is heading towards center. Actually, it's more towards the shortstop. And he'll make the grab a foot out into left field. Mason Palmer records out number 1.
Now batting number 11, Ashton Arenas.
And the throw to second, and he'll steal second, no problem. Ethan Dahl on second base now. The new second baseman is Parker Swanson. And that means we have a couple new outfielders too. That sounded like it broke something, but I don't think it did. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 runner on base. And 2-1 the count now here to Christopherson. one's going to right field, and Gage Dreisen chasing after it. It'll land for a base hit. Heading into third there is Ethan Dahl.
The catcher, number 14, Caden Newhart.
So Christofferson gets himself a single, puts runners on the corners with one out, and let's see here. I think it's Ashton Arenas. No, it's not. It's Caden Newhart, and he will send it out to Dreisen and right. Tagging on third here is Ethan Dahl, and he will score. It's a sac fly for Caden Newhart. And the second out.
First baseman, number 19, Gus Wehrmeyer.
Is recorded. So that takes the runner off third and makes it an 11-3 ball game. 11 runs on 9 hits. 1 error committed, and they have left 7 on base so far. Gus Wehrmeyer, the batter, and he will pop this one out, and that's going to left field, and boom, got the catch there is Bo Berdina, and that will end the top of the 7th. They leave 1 stranded, and they get 1 more across, and they have an 8-run deficit to overcome in the bottom of the 7th. And they need at least 8 to keep their season going. We'll see if they can do it when we return after the break here on Magnitude Sports.
Boston Pizza harnessed Fanalytics to help optimize no-look dipping. Ooh, making adjustments so you can stay focused on the game. The playoffs at Boston Pizza, powered by Fanalytics.
At Boston's, we make crowd pleasers. Like this.
Woo!
And these.
So good!
And definitely this.
I love you! Woo!
Stop by or book your catering order online and we'll make you a fan.
Fargo Post 400 Baseball wishes the Stars, Astros, and Comets the best of luck in this year's tournaments. West Fargo Baseball wishes the Patriots, Aces, and Vets the best of luck in this year's tournaments.
All right, welcome back. And the first pitch there is sent out to left field. And Alex Christofferson makes the catch for out number 1. Chase Lura had a 4-pitch inning in the bottom of the 6th. He had 1 pitch on 1 out in the bottom of the 6th. He has 1 pitch on 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th. That pitch is a little bit low for a ball. 1-0. 1 hour 52 minutes time of the ball game so far. Swing and a miss, strike 1. So Chase Lura gonna try and finish this one out. I have him at 70. Check that with the 1-1 count. I have him at 79 pitches. And now, ooh, they called that a strike. Interesting. 1-2. swing and miss, and they'll throw to complete the strikeout, and that's out number 2.
Center fielder number 3, Caleb Schneider.
It's up to Caleb Schneider now to get things going in the, that's right up the middle, and Olhauser cannot get to it. He'll sneak out into center field for a base hit and put a runner on base. Caleb Schneider gets himself a single.
Parker Swanson.
A 2-out single, and can they battle back? They put 4 runs on the board with 2 outs against Castleton yesterday. They're going to need a little bit more than 4 here to get the job done and keep their season going here. Like I said, that 10th run may have been the dagger, and looks like the dagger may have come a little bit before the 10th run. And a strike is delivered there. But stranger things have happened. Parker Swanson 0 for 2 with a walk, a ground out to third, and a fly out to left. Runner goes. Hit ball off the glove there of Lura. Colston Sen fires it. It is a 1-4-3 ground out. And that ends the game.
And that's your ball game in the second elimination game of the day.
So the Fargo Post 100 Astros will take on the West Fargo Vets here in our next game in about 27 minutes. And it's the Fargo Post 100 Astros and the West Fargo Vets who will battle it out for that final spot in the state tournament. We already know that Wapaton's going to be there. We already know that Castleton's going to be there. We already know that Kindred's going to be there. And now it's up to the Astros and Vets to battle it out for that last spot. That might be a better game than the championship game tonight. I'm just saying, you might want to tune in for that game. And I'm not saying anything negative about Castleton or Wapaton, but when you put onto the fact that it doesn't matter the outcome of that championship game tonight, that they're both going to state, that might make this 4 o'clock game a little bit more exciting, a little bit more interesting. It's one you're going to want to tune into because that game is going to decide that final team from the East that makes it to the State A in Kindred on July 28th. All right, let's wrap it up. Let's get reset for the third game, and we'll be back in about maybe 20 minutes, 25 minutes for the Astros and Vets here on Magnitude Sports. Stay tuned.
Preceding broadcast was an exclusive presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network. Subscribe, click the bell, and visit magnitudesn.com for a schedule of our upcoming broadcasts.